All right. What is going on, everybody in the room? All right. There is a little known thing happening today called the JayTheZoomster 5,000 subscriber special. We have 5,000 subscribers. I don't know why this is not working properly. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna have to like set some shit back up. But with 5,000 subscribers, which is kind of crazy. Yo, what up, Marnie Moose? What up? What up, Mr. Zoomster? What up, party people? Everything is chilling. We're just doing a little bit of a vibe. Today we're going to be ranking every single Supernatural episode from the pilot to the final episode of the show. It's a little crazy. Bro, watching his own stream. If you don't shut up, if you don't be quiet, Jones, all right? Like, there's a little something called chilling out. So I need to go ahead and get everything set up. Create new stream. Alright, window capture. Not Roblox. Alright. What up, party people? Yo! Alright. For some reason, I had this all set up prior, but for some reason, it's just like not like deciding to work with me right now. But we should have everything proper right now with the Supernatural tier list. So, yeah, so some great, wonderful person made a Supernatural tier list with every single episode of the show. And so we're going to go ahead and get through as much of them as we can. It's currently 5 p.m. where I live. And should give us enough time to get through quite a bit of them. If you are new to the channel, I cover Supernatural a lot. You can check it out on the channel. And let's go ahead and get started because there are a lot of episodes. There are 327. If I spent 1 minute on every single one of them, we'd be here for 5 hours roughly. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So starting off with season 1, episode 1, it is the pilot. You know, the pilot is the most influential episode of the show. Truly a marvelous episode. It really sets up a lot of the storylines and everything that need to be set up for the show. Gives you a lot of great character moments. And it just honestly nails the theming and vibes of everything there. I don't know if the episode itself, if what I would consider like a perfect episode, but I think when it comes to the feel of Supernatural and like ranking Supernatural episodes against each other, I feel like the pilot it's got to be S tier, right? Like I don't feel like I feel like putting the pilot in A tier is diminishing it. It's there for influence, and it makes sense that it's a very important episode. You can't go wrong with the pilot episode. Hey yo, what's up, Darren? Scooby-Doo episode number 1. That is true. The Scooby-Doo episode will be number 1. A little spoiler for what's coming next. So, season 1, episode 2. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what everybody in my comment section has been smoking, but like on the daily, I get a comment saying Wendigo like best episode of the show. Wendigo D tier, bro. This shit mid. Wendigo is not a bad episode, but it struggles to capture anything that the pilot episode had, and it starts to show the show in a much different light, and it's a light we'll see later on in the show, but it's not it's not an episode that I really like to come back to. Very boring, very dull. It wonderfully directed and shot though. I think David Nutter directed it, as well as the pilot, and his episodes look really, really good. So I like the cinematography of it quite a bit. Episode 3 has the epic ghost in the water, and that episode is, I would say, B tier. I think it does a lot for character work as well. Some really fun moments in it. I like the idea of a ghost in the water. I think that's pretty cool. So I have no issues putting this one in B tier. I think it's a really fun and enjoyable episode of the show, but we're still like nowhere near like the pilot. Let's see. We need to destroy the Wendigo industrial complex. I agree. Wendigo just boring. Spooky vibes are there in the direction, but yeah. For real though, pilot episode second, my fave is the demon pilot episode 100% of the time, and gives me the chills. Like, fuck, demons are extremely destructive and terrifying. Bro, no, I agree. Like, it's crazy. And speaking of, we're coming up with Phantom Traveler. This episode slays. Alright, this is the first demon episode of the show. We have just some great tension. The climax is on a fucking crashing plane. Like, that's crazy for the show, like, in its 4th episode. I don't know if I would say S tier, because there's some, like, lulls throughout it, for me personally, but I could easily, I'm going to say A tier right now, but I could move that one up to S tier. I think there's a lot of fantastic moments within Phantom Traveler, but definitely a highlight of season 1 to come, like, so early. Within the show, like, again, like, having that climax as episode 4 is like really, really cool. So, all right, episode 5, Bloody Mary, B tier. Bloody Mary, cool. The concept is cool. The climax is cool. The character work is cool. That's about it. It's a cool episode. Episode 6, Skin, bro. Ooh, if we're talking like iconic visuals in Supernatural, that one visual of like the skin, not skinwalker, but like the shapeshifter ripping his skin off, phenomenal. This is another A tier episode, just peak episode, peak. All right, Skin is peak. All right, it's not quite S tier, like we're not quite back up the pilot yet, but we're in this period of like working and just delivering like banger after banger. So moving on to season 1, episode 7, Hookman. Fuck, what happens in Hookman? Oh, it's the one where they oh, it's like a ghost and he got a hook for a hand. Yeah, it's okay. It's nothing special. I don't really remember it, and I've seen the show more times than I'd care to admit. So yeah, not a big Hookman fan, personally. Hookman is good because I'm from Iowa. That's fair. I mean, there's probably not a lot that has to do. Bro be having a hook. Yeah, okay, Bugs, like I could put it in F, but there are far worse episodes than Bugs. But Bugs is worse than Wendigo. So do I move Wendigo up to C? No, I want to keep Wendigo in D despite Wendigo stands, because for some reason it has those. So I'm probably going to leave Wendigo in D and just have Bugs and Wendigo on the same tier. Season 1, episode 9, Home, classic episode. Actually, fuck it, S tier. Classic episode. Sam be having visions. They go back to their home. Their mom's there as a ghost. We get Missouri Mosley in it. It's a climactic, impactful episode for characters. Terrific episode. Easily one of the best of season 1. And the first episode that you really get after the pilot, where you're like, oh, yeah, the show got the juice, right? You know, it's really coming in with the juice. And yeah, so Home is iconic. Asylum is it's got that cool bit at the end where like Sam and Dean start fighting each other, but as a whole, I feel like Asylum is sort of in a put it in C tier. I think it's okay. It doesn't really do much for me beyond, again, that ending, and some of the character work is cool. But it, yeah, it's whatever. Season 1, episode 11 is Scarecrow. Scarecrow is, oh man. Scarecrow is great, but it's also, like, not quite... Scarecrow isn't quite A tier for me. It's, almost a little under A tier. It's got some great moments. It introduces Meg. It's a very important episode of the season, but it doesn't really do much for me as like an episode of TV that I like to come back to and watch over and over again. Faith is S tier. This episode is terrific. Easily one of the best of. In fact, if I were to rank them all, Faith is at the tip top right now of season 1. I love Faith. Terrific episode of the show. It does so much to, set up like stakes and everything, and its introduction of like Reapers is so cool. Faith goes hard. It's clear. Yeah, I'm glad we all agree Faith is S tier, because Faith slays. Route 666 though sucks. We're gonna put that in the D tier. Actually, Route 666 going into F tier. I think it's gonna be our first F. Faith is probably one of my favorite episodes of the show. It's great. It's terrific, right? Like, it's season 1 and they already like busting out bangers like Faith. But yeah, Route 666 is pretty bad. Moving on, season 1, episode 14. I believe this is Nightmare. Plot episode, but I don't remember much about it. It's got some good moments. I would say probably a B tier. I remember that. I mean, they chose like the iconic picture of like the gun being pointed at Dean, I think it was, or Sam. It's a cool episode, very important plot wise, but I think as a whole it's one of the more like B tier episodes of the show. I think Route 666 is mid. A lot of people do. I just personally like despise the episode out of principle. I think a racist ghost truck is really stupid for an episode villain, and just overall just kind of a dull episode. So it's easily the worst of season 1 for me. The Benders, this is an A tier. Just it's like Minnesotan hillbillies are the villain of the episode. How can you not love that? Like, that's really fucking cool. We're gonna go ahead and say Shadow is another B tier. It's a plot episode, kind of like episode 14. But it just kind of settles into this. Season 1 has a nice rhythm to it. As you'll see, very few episodes I'm saying are like below B tier. A lot of season 1 is very, very watchable and entertaining, but a lot of it is also like there's not super like a lot of all-timers in season 1, as we'll see in later seasons. The human episode was awesome. I agree. I love the Benders a lot. The Benders is really good. Yes, Jones is literally Minnesotan hillbillies. That's who the villains of the Benders are. Jordan cameo. That would be iconic. Episode 17 is Hell House. Hell House is an A. Hell House slaps. That episode's great. That's the one with the tulpa and they're like manifesting the everything like that. It's so fucking cool. We get the ghost facers in that episode. They got the prank war going on. Yeah, Hell House is iconic. Easily one of my favorites of season 1. Great episode. Alright, Something Wicked, or as it's also known, Something Wicked This Way Comes. I don't know why it has 2 titles. It's a C tier. It's okay. The Sam and Dean flashbacks in it are pretty solid, but I think that overall it's sort of just kind of whatever. The witch character is a little boring, so I'm not really sure like what I'm supposed to come back to in that episode. So for me personally, that one's like pretty low. All right, moving on. We're gonna go ahead and say season 1, episode 19. This was Providence. Oh man, this one's like if I had like a C plus here, I'd probably put Providence there. It's got some cool stuff for Sam, some cool character work, and the ghost in the painting is a cool visual, I will not lie. but I do feel like the episode sort of just it doesn't really do much for me at the end of the day, as opposed to like some of the other ones that I have in B tier. I don't really remember it or have a feeling or need to go back to it. Dead Man's Blood is the first vampire episode of the show, and vampires kind of suck in Supernatural, and they kind of suck here. So I'm probably going to give it a B tier. It is very great for the character work between Sam and John, though. I really do like all of that. But I think that as far as the actual episode quality goes, I think it definitely does struggle a little bit. Providence is a sleepy time episode in the midst of some bangers. No, I agree. It's just kind of there. It's just kind of there. Moving on. Salvation. Salvation's great. I'll give Salvation A tier. I think Salvation goes really hard. 120 go hard when it's just the Winchesters. No, I agree. That's the only reason it's not in C tier, is because when it's like, when it comes to like character work, it's really good. But it's got John, and that conflict is delicious. The John conflict slays. I will not lie. I will not sit here and say that it doesn't. Salvation's great though. Salvation has a lot of really cool things, but it is really just a part one to the finale, which is Devil's Trap, and oh boy, Devil's Trap's an S tier. Terrific finale to season 1. Like, it just like, it does so much to like, it doesn't wrap up shit. Like, when you actually look at what happens in Devil's Trap, it is not a very good finale for season 1. There's a lot of loose threads hanging, but it wraps up enough to where you're satisfied, and it still feels like a lot has kind of gone down and happened in the season, and so it's still a very enjoyable finale, and easily one of my favorite episodes. Like, the climax where John is possessed by Azazel is so damn good. Just, yeah, that's when I knew Supernatural was the real deal. It's just so good, right? It's the moment where you're like, oh shit, this show is like crazy. Like, this show's mentally insane. Speaking of another S tier, season 2 episode 1, In My Time of Dying. Fucking phenomenal episode. This is the episode where I knew Supernatural was really about it, because it just blew me away. Like, this is the season premiere, and we got like Reapers, we got like emotional conflicts, we got John's death, which I'm not a John Winchester stan, but that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Alright, Devil's Trap is good as an episode, but not really good as an episode wrapping up plotlines and stuff. Yeah, that's about what I feel with it too. Without 201, it would be unforgivable, letting me hang like that. Yeah, Devil's Trap really requires In My Time of Dying to work. But I think those 2 episodes is like the 2-parter. Really do like go hard. Like, I think those 2 episodes need to be watched in succession. So if you're watching Supernatural, don't stop your binge with the end of season 1. Go ahead and watch 201, because you really need those in succession for them to properly work. Everybody Loves a Clown. We're gonna speed a bit through season 2's first half, because there's a lot of episodes I don't really have much to say about. Everybody Loves a Clown is a B tier. I think it's got a cool thing going on with it, and the clown enemy is pretty cool, but overall it just sort of like settles into a nice rhythm with season 2. The first Gordon episode is In My Time of Dying, was where I got it to. Great follow up to the. Yeah, no, I agree. It's where like you really like just understand what the show is. First Gordon episode is also a B tier. I think it's pretty good. Children shouldn't play with dead things. There's a lot of shit drama in this episode. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of like Sam being like, why aren't you really like dealing with Dad's death? You know, like, you need to deal with Dad's death. It's important that we like deal with this as like brothers. And it's just like, what are we doing here? It really drags the episode down. That's like a C tier. I believe this is Simon Says. That's an A tier. Oh, not S. A tier. Simon Says goes hard. A lot of really great moments within that episode. Introducing another psychic child was really cool. And yeah, I don't have any issues with Simon Says beyond the fact that it's just not best of the best. This is No Exit. No Exit is good. Great Joe episode. The serial killer monster is cool. There's a lot of cool, creepy vibes to it. It's one of the scarier episodes of the show. So I think B tier is pretty good for it. It's very entertaining. We got The Usual Suspects, season 2, episode 7. Great episode here. It's their first real run-in with like the law, and they have to like escape while also stopping a ghost. The Dana Schultz stuff is really cool. Just a great mystery all surrounding that episode. I would say A tier. I think that one's a really fun one. Crossroads gonna go ahead and shimmy itself up to S over here. The introduction of Crossroad Demons is crazy that it happens like in an episode like this. It's so tied into its own lore, and these become such an important part of the entire series. And it's a fantastic episode. Like I can't give Crossroad anything less than the S tier that I think it deserves. Similarly, Croatoan also gonna get an S tier. That shit slaps, right? Croatoan is fantastic. One of the best episodes of the first 5 seasons, I think. I love the idea of like the demon virus. I love the idea with Sam like not really being able to be like attacked by it, and you sort of like wonder like what's going on with Sam. Terrific stuff. Terrific stuff going on in Croatoan. Hunted is a C tier. I don't remember this episode. Beyond Gordon is back, and it's pretty dull. So, Playthings is also another C tier. It has some cool parallels and references to like The Shining, but overall just kind of is a dull episode. We come off of 2 bangers back to back with 2 of the most middling episodes of the first 5 seasons, I think. Crossroad is so good. They can get silly later on, but the Hellhounds and Crossroads are crazy, bro. I agree. They're insane. Season 2, episode 12. Oh, 8 fucking S tier, bro. Night Shifter. This episode's cool as hell, dude. We get Sam and Dean's continuous run-in with the law. We get this dude right here. I can't remember his name, but he was awesome, right? Because he thought that they were like shape-shifting lizards with like laser eyes, and that was awesome. Poor dude dies. Pretty untimely death, though. And just like the hold up in the bank is so cool. Easily one of my favorite episodes of the first 5 seasons. Just a great episode altogether. All right, Houses of the Holy. Houses of the Holy conceptually, I would give like an A tier, but I think execution wise, it's around B tier. I love the idea of it. The idea that it's a vengeful spirit that people think is an angel, like rapturing people. Very, very cool. But just overall sort of a B tier episode. It can get a little boring to watch. And the same can be said for for Ronald. His name was Ronald. Yeah. Dude is awesome. I love Ronald. Ronald was a real one. He really was. Season 2, episode 15 is the first Trickster episode. And yeah, like, where are you gonna put it? It's an A tier, maybe an S tier, but for me, it's an A tier. For me, it's not quite top of the pack, but it's easily A tier. You can't go wrong with the first Trickster episode. An episode you can go wrong with is Roadkill. I don't like the House of Holy. Sam drinks the sauce way too fast. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think that's another issue I have with it conceptually, or not in execution as well. I feel like the character writing is a little off in that episode, and they sort of speed through a lot of stuff that could have taken a bit more time to digest. So, no, I agree. Roadkill. This is an episode that when I first saw it, the Roadkill changed my fucking life. Like, this episode, the twist at the end, that she was a ghost the whole time, and, like, her having to, like, give up and, like, accept being dead. Like, this episode, like it just blew my socks off. That being said, when you watch the episode again and you know the twist is coming, I'm sorry, but it's kind of boring. I'm still going to give it like a B tier, but it's like a low B. If I could put it between C and B, I would. The episode just doesn't work knowing the twist, for me at least. I feel like it's sort of like, it really does suffer when you already know the twist. Now, an episode that doesn't fucking suffer is season 2, episode 17, Heart. This episode's terrific, bro. This episode is so good, right? The whole build up with the werewolf and everything, like, and then the werewolf and like Sam having to like kill her at the end, bro. Like, bro, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, what are you doing to me? Like, I sobbed, bro. Heart is fucked. Heart is fucked up. It is insane. Craziest episode, bro. Insane episode that they like throw in a filler episode at your ass like this, but it's like making you like sob, bro. Sam really can't have anything. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's the only good Jared Padalecki acting scene in the whole show, but he slays. He slays. Anytime they don't save someone, it almost auto bumps it up. This shit is so heartbreaking. It really is. Moving on, we got Hollywood Babylon. Great episode. Like, the Hollywood set is awesome. I'm pretty sure Dean in this episode is either eating little taquitos or little Philly cheesesteaks. I don't remember which one. But both taquitos and Philly cheesesteaks go hard. So Dean eating either one of those is, completely worth it. Really fun episode. One of the best of season 2. So I'm going to have to put it up there. Folsom County Blues is also another episode of season 2 that I really like. I like them in prison. I like them trying to escape prison. Everything about that is really cool. Just an overall fantastic episode to kind of have, like, so late in the season. Like, the filler episodes this season really just pop off. So, really, really good. Season 2, episode 20, What Is and What Should Never Be. Another A tier. Like, I don't know, like, what else you want me to say. It's another A tier. Just a terrific episode altogether. A lot of good stuff. No, put that in S. Put one S. Which episode? Like, I feel like you could argue a lot of these are S, but we're gonna start to get a lot of S's. So I'm trying to, like, hold myself in, right? I don't want to, like, put, like, so much in S. 217 to 222, kind of insane episode. No, it really is. It really is. It's a nuts run of episodes. It's crazy. And if Roadkill wasn't as dull to me on a rewatch, then you can include, like, 215 through 222. Like, season 2 is, like, fucking awesome. And you don't really realize it until, like, you, like, look back at it. But season 2 goes hard. Speaking of 21, another A tier. Awesome part 1. Just does a lot of great build up. I love bringing all the psychic children back and having them, like, fight to the death. Just awesome. And 22 is... Do I want to give 22 an S tier? Oh, man. It's hard for me to figure out where I want to put All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2. Because on one hand, I feel like the stakes get a little too high, and it goes a little silly. But at the same time, I like it more than most of these episodes here. I'm going to go ahead and give it S tier. I might move it down. I might move it back to A in the future. But right now, I'm feeling S tier for the season 2 finale. I think it's really good. I mean, what, you get like Dean's demon deal. You get like the climax with all the like demons getting loose from the Devil's Gate. You get, the Azazel's death. So you just get a lot of cool shit. The Special Children Hungers 2-parter went hard. I don't know. It did go hard. So I can't really lie about that. All right, another speed round because we're getting 3A, and season 3's first half is unremarkable for all things considered. Season premiere, B tier. The 7 Deadly Sins are cool, but it's wild that they waste them on a single episode. That could have been like an entire villain of the show, but it's whatever. Creepy Little Children gets another B tier. Bad Day at Black Rock will get an A tier, though. It has the epic scene where Sam loses his shoe in a gutter, and you can't go wrong with that. That's pretty great. Episode 4, this shit is a D tier. The episode where Dean is trapped with a demon underground, just sort of like talking to it the entire episode. Nah, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in whatever they thought they were doing with that episode. No. Season 3, episode 5. I'm gonna be real. I don't remember this episode. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what this episode is. The stakes are a little too high and it gets a little silly. Jeremy Carver era be like, yo, you spin though. Season 3, episode 6. What is that? Was that the ghost ship episode, bro? Season 3 is not sending its best. It's not sending its best. We get the stupid fairy tale episode and the ghost ship episode back to back. The ghost ship episode where I think like Sam gets harassed by an old lady, like sexually harassed by an old lady. Like they sexually harassing this man in season 3. Like this shit starts early. That's crazy. Season 3, episode 7. I would say is an A tier. That episode's great. According to the wiki, 305 is bedtime stories. I thought it was bedtime stories, but it's not a very entertaining episode. Bella is great. I do like Bella. I think Bella is like a lot better than people give her credit for in the fandom. But just overall, I think that episode isn't really the best, personally. Oh, 308. So, 308, if you didn't know, I recently put out a video about this episode. Ask me a little while ago, this would have been A tier. I'm giving a very Supernatural Christmas an S tier now. I think this episode is terrific. I think it's got a lot of wonderful character work for the characters of Sam and Dean. I think it's very funny. I think it's very entertaining. And just overall, like, a classic episode of the show now. Like, I will watch this every Christmas now. Like, it has grown on me so much going in and, like, looking at it and analyzing it. I loved your video. Thank you. I'm very happy with that video. I really was excited to talk about the episode. Season 3, episode 9. Oh, is this the witch episode? My bad. I fell asleep thinking about witches and Supernatural. Dream a little dream. No, okay, now this is where season 3 gets peak, right? Because I've been down on season 3, but I actually still think season 3 is like a very enjoyable season. It's just shorter, so when it doesn't work, it's a little bit harder for me to justify loving it. But this episode's fantastic. This is the episode where they're like going through like dreams and stuff. I love that episode. Bobby's great in it. I think that episode has the fantastic scene where Dean like sees himself with like demon eyes. So like, awesome episode. Starting from here is the best shit ever. No, I agree. Literally, season 3 is like not sending its best for the first like 9 or so episodes, with the occasional banger. But then like episode like 10 through 13 or 10 through 16 is just what the fuck, bro. Like they just like start picking up. Season 3, episode 11, Mystery Spot, bro. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Mystery Spot, bro. Justin Bello. Both of those S tier. Both of those fucking blow my socks off good right there. Just love those. Love those. All right, you know I said every episode, every like video I get a comment second about like how Wendigo I said sucks or something. Ghostfacers is another one. People are like, I said Ghostfacers is one of the weaker episodes of season 3. I disagree with that now. After having thought about season 3, I'm putting Ghostfacers in B. Ghostfacers Nation, if any Ghostfacers stands are watching this, just know that I've come around on Ghostfacers. Long Distance Call, another great episode. Time is on my side. I would probably give it a B tier, but it's still good. It's still a pretty good episode. Oh shit. No Rest for the Wicked, bro? Oh man. Throw that bitch in S tier, baby. Throw it in S tier. Throw the season 3 finale in S tier, bro. The fact that they had the balls to kill off Dean, bro. Insane, bro. The strike had them going on a great streak. Something was in the air, bro. I'm saying the writer strike like just went crazy. I hate that episode. Which episode, Martin? Which episode? 313. You hate Ghostfacers? I feel like Ghostfacers is an episode that can kind of make sense to hate, but like at the same time, I find it entertaining. They for real killed Dean. They did. All right. What if season 3 was great, but the season 4 premiere? Oh, bro. Just you know. Oh, hold on, I fucked up. Tier maker sucks. Make that S. Make this one. It's just you get to a certain point where you have to acknowledge that certain episodes exist within their own tier, deleted from everything else. Like, you have to admit sometimes that certain episodes of the show, of any show, are all timers, and not just all timers for Supernatural, but all timers of any fucking show ever. All right, all timers of any fucking television show ever. So anyway, season 4 episode 2 is like an A tier. That episode's pretty good. Bro, in the beginning, so like we're gonna go on like a bit of a speed round. I watch Lazarus Rising at least every few months, regardless of where I'm rewatching the season. But I agree, Lazarus Rising is just like, mwah, like chef's kiss, bro. It's so good. It's so good. We're going on a bit of a speed round for the season 4, but instead of season 3 where they're all kind of going low, a lot of season 4 is going high. All right, Metamorphosis, A tier. All right, Monster Movie, probably B tier, but it's still good. Yellow Fever, gonna give that an A tier. Bro, the Halloween episode, A tier. Season 4 episode 8. Oh, that's the Wish episode, bro. Another A tier. Another A tier, bro. Season 4 is like, what were they like smoking, bro? Like, what were they smoking? What did they have in the writer's room, bro? Season 4 episode 9. Oh man, episode 10, bro. Terrific two-parter to like end the first half of the season and open the second half of the season. Terrific two-parter. I'm sorry if I'm not spending a lot of time on some of these episodes, but some of them I just like, all I can really say is like, they went hard. Like, they slayed, right? Like, a lot of the episodes I'm just like, they're just terrific. Yellow Fever gets an S for Jensen committing to that girly screen. I will say, Yellow Fever, I was very close to putting an S. But we're gonna start getting a lot of S's, and I need to keep that tier sort of condensed. Season 4 episode 11. This was the first episode of the show I ever saw. It's a cool episode. It feels like a classic, like, Conjuring type haunted house movie, but it's not very good. It's probably the weakest episode of season 4. Not D tier, probably C tier. Alright, season 4 episode 12 is the cool, like, magicians episode. That one's like a B tier. I think it could have been better, but overall it just sort of exists a little bit. So it's whatever, you know, B tier. Oh, guys, they got after school special in this bitch, bro. Let me go ahead and slide in. Let me just change this to like S plus. You know, like GOAT. After school special is easily like one of the best episodes of the show. Like, above all the other S tiers. Like, easily just like slides in. Such a terrific episode. Like, no doubt about it in my mind. Is that a terrific episode? Ooh. If you don't like After School Special, leave the stream, okay? Leave the stream. After School Special. Oh, don't actually, guys. Please don't leave the stream. But like, After School Special is iconic. It's so awesome. It's 300 episodes. S plus is kind of needed. No, I agree. Little baby Sam head in hand. Bruh. All right, season 4, episode 14. Probably A tier. I like the twist of who the siren actually is. That one's pretty cool. 15, bro. Oh man, 15. Death Takes a Holiday. Fuck it. Now that we got S plus, let's slide 415. If you don't like After School Special, why are you watching? So see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking sad. Season 4, episode 16, On the Head of a Pin, bro. The Dean torture episode. Oh, man, bro. The angst. The angst in the Dean torture episode. Just, oh, wow. 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 A whole video essay could be made about On the Head of a Pin, honestly. Like, wow. Wow. What an episode. What an episode. What an episode, honestly. 417. 417, I would have to say, is probably A tier. 418, oh, the first Chuck episode. Oh, not C tier. Don't do me like that, tier maker. Another A tier. All right. So there's 2 episodes of season 4 that are mid. It's 411 and 419, the first Adam episode, because he's not really in the episode. He's dead the whole time, and it just sort of sucks. Like it's a dull Wraith episode. It's called Jump the Shark, and they did jump the shark by introducing a third Winchester brother, but you know, it is what it is. Honestly, it is what it is. Yo, 420, bro. We got Jimmy Novak in this bitch. Oh, wow, bro. 420? 420 is so hard, dude. That episode's hard. Only reason it's not S tier is because, well, I'll give it S tier. I'll give that one S tier. I think 420 deserves S tier. But you know what also deserves S tier, bro? 421 and 422, bro. The last 3 episodes of season 4. Bomb, bro. Insanity, dude. Insane string of episodes. Season 4, as a whole, like when you look at like season 4 and like where everything is, most of the season in the A tier, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. But you know what's crazier than season 4? Season 5. All right, bro. 501, A tier. 501 is literally like, when I was watching the season, because I watched it with Zach, who's your everyday nerd. He's in the chat right now. When I watched the season 5 on this rewatch, my most recent rewatch, I literally commented that from the beginning of season 5, like the opening moments of 501, this shit feels like a final season. Like we literally doing final season like chicanery, bro. I don't know what they thought they were doing by going on for another like 10 seasons. But back when television used to mean something. So true, bro. Oh, 502, The Horseman of War, A tier, bro. Alright, season 5 is the only season of the television, of television to me, where I have legitimately, like, no episodes under an 8 out of 10. Well, no, The Leftovers exists. And I have some seasons of that where they're, like, the lowest is an 8. But still, like, season 5 of Supernatural is, like, phenomenal. 503, they chose a banger image. That episode goes hard. Bro, 504, S tier. 505, I would say B tier. 506 is A tier. I'm just here to tell folks that if I don't see Scooby Natural and S Plus by the time the stream is concluded, I will literally unfriend Jay. Scooby Natural isn't an S Plus. Season 5 is the only season of television, period. It really is. It really is. Season 5, episode 7. Do we get Old Man Dean? And Bobby calls Old Man Dean John McCain. Like, if you know me, you know that's funny. So, that's all I'm going to say. Alright, changing channels. Changing channels. Are we feeling, for changing channels, are we feeling S or S plus? Where are we at for that one? I'm going to put in S right now, but if enough of chat says S plus for changing channels, I'll bump it up. I'll bump up changing channels. I don't got any issues. S plus 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 plus, or we're not making S plus 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 plus. Only S and S plus. But 5.8 is so freaking good. It is. It's very good. I mean, if we all agreeing on S plus, we can go ahead and move it up. Changing channels is an S plus for me. Okay, you can do that. No problem with that. All right, 509. I'm gonna be real. 509 kind of mid. 509 kind of mid. All right. 510. 510 is an S tier, bro. This episode, like, 510 S plus, honestly. That episode. Shout out to Becky though, for real. For no, we not shouting out Becky. We not shouting out Becky. Are you crazy? Shout out Becky for real. 511 is you know, it's okay. It's good. 512 is the episode where Sam and Dean swap, or Sam swaps with a grown up. So, or with a child. Yeah, he swaps with a child. There's like a body swap, age swap. That episode is pretty good. That episode pretty good. All right, fellas and ladies and non-binaries. This is the point where it's gonna get crazy, because I genuinely believe that from season 5 episode 13 to season 5 episode 22, that there's some of the best episodes of television, period, contained within these. So from 519 to, oh bro, slay. Absolutely 513, bro, easy A. 514, another easy A. 515, another easy A. 516, dude, Dark Side of the Moon. I may be one of the few people on planet Earth. 514 literally scared me as a kid with that Twinkie stuff. Had to take a 3-year break and still can't go back. Dude, that sucks. That sucks, but no, I understand that. Oh, man. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon, 516. I have a whole video planned for Dark Side of the Moon, but it's truly a terrific episode. Like, I don't know, like, what else can be said about it, but it's just, like, the character stuff in that episode alone is just immaculate. I cannot get over how good that episode is. 517 is an A tier. Love that episode. 518 is an S tier. The ending of that episode where, like, Castiel is beating Dean up and is like, I rebelled for this. Just wonderful. Just wonderful. Absolutely iconic. Absolutely iconic. The subtle Dean pain is great in Dark Side, bro. So true. Oh, man. So true. So true. 519, A tier, easily. 520, another A tier. 520 is when they start doing, like, some crazy fuck-ass retcons. By, like, being, like, this one demon that we've never met before is, like, responsible for Jessica's death and everything. But it goes hard, and it ties everything together. I think that's also the episode where they're, like, the Croatoan virus is being used by Lucifer in the Apocalypse. So, iconic. Really can't go wrong with it. All right. 521 and 522. Are we putting both of these in S plus? Because I could see it really going either way. 521's got the first death appearance, and it's got, like, a phenomenal, like, scene between Dean and Death. I mean, I'm just gonna put Swan Song in S plus plus. I mean, right? It's the best episode of the show. Yeah, I feel like 21 in S tier and 22 in S plus is probably fair enough, right? Like, I don't really see that there would be much of an issue with that. 521 is real fucking TV. It do be real TV though. Yo, he finished the show. Epic stream. Thank you guys. I thank you guys. I don't know what all of this is. I don't know what all this is, but like this is all 5 seasons of Supernatural right here. Entirely like just right here, streamlined. So thank you all for watching the stream. It was wonderful. No, unfortunately, we have to continue. Woo, woo, man. Sucks they never made anything after this. Ain't that the truest shit? Ain't that the truest shit, bro? Oh well. Great show. I'll miss it dearly. Oh man. Wait, no. No, no. Taking a mini break to sort of collect myself following that. Gonna go ahead and put the stream starting soon banner back on just for a second while I work on some stuff on the back end. Read chat. Unfortunately, episodes after this season go downhill. That is the truest shit. We all need a break before season 6. Ain't that true? Ain't that true? I'm gonna go ahead and put the still wish I didn't have to go through season 6 through 12, but 13 and 14 make it worth it, man. 13 and 14 are pretty good. Hot take. Hot take right there. These next few seasons I actively skip the pilot episodes. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. All right. So I plan and hope to get as far as I can in this stream, but just know that if it ends before I'm done with the show, it ends before I'm done with the show. It's a lot. Bro playing GTA in the background. No, that's the police. Unfortunately, that's the real police. Whew. All right. Okay, so speed round. Welcome back to JayTheZoomster Supernatural speed round. 601 C tier, 602 B tier, 603 B tier, 604 A tier. Well, wait, hold on. I've been putting these in A. Hold on. No. 604 A tier, 605 Vampire Dean episode. Me and my buddy, your everyday nerd, be joking about this episode quite a lot. Because Dean become a vampire for an episode, and they just kind of move on. 606 B tier, I think. Nah. C tier. 607 B tier, I would say. This is the creepy dog episode. Probably D tier. Oh, this is the alien episode. This is A tier. That's one of the few season 6 episodes that bangs. 610 C tier. 611. 611's good. I'll give that A tier. 612 B tier. 613 C tier. 6-4. Yo, okay. Mannequin Reckoning, bro. Mannequin Reckoning, the 3, bro. Mannequin 3, the Mannequin. Ooh, okay. Oh. Slide Mannequin 3, the Reckoning up to where it belongs. All right. The French Mistake, gonna go ahead and slap that shit into S tier. All right, 616. What even is 616? What even? Supernatural 616. And then there were none. Oh, this the Roof is Death episode. This shit boring. 617 D tier. 618 Frontierland goes hard. Frontierland I would say is like an A. Bro, Mannequin 3 The Reckoning. Let's go. 619 B tier. 620. Okay, so this is where season 6 kind of goes a little insane. It starts to kind of get crazy. So 620 is actually like an S tier episode. 621 I would say is like B tier, and then 622 is like A tier. See, they're pretty good. Any Samuel stands in the chat. There are a few lines in the show that go. There are a few lines in the show that go harder than "Freedom is length of a rope. God wants you to hang yourself with it." 620 is too good. 620 way better than like anything in the season has any right to be, honestly. If you guys wanted a baseline for how, if you want a baseline for how the rest of the show is going to go on this tier list, it's basically what you just saw with season 6. I'm going to be putting a lot of things into C and B, and then the occasional A or S. But very few things are going to go. Let me go ahead and put Mannequin 3 The Reckoning where it actually belongs, which is like F tier. It's pretty bad. Alright, 701. So, season 7 is the opposite of season 6, where 7 starts insane. Like, I genuinely believe 701's an S tier. That episode's fucking awesome. 702, A tier. 703, B tier. 704, B tier. 70. Oh, I don't even remember this episode. This Shut Up Dr. Phil. I blank out that episode every time. Slash Fiction. Like, it's kind of cool that the Leviathans, like, pose as Sam and Dean. But, like, this is the third or fourth time that they've had trouble with the law. And at this point, it's becoming, like, a reused plot point. Make a Mannequin 3 The Reckoning tier under F. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me do that, actually. Let me go ahead and slide one in. Add row below. Alright. Go ahead and type Mannequin 3. Alright, there we go. Mannequin 3 goes in the tier that it deserves to be in. Season 7, Episode 7. What even happens in this episode? I don't... Oh my god. Season 7, Time for a Wedding. If you find this episode funny, you find defiling Sam Winchester funny. And I don't stand for that. I just don't. I don't stand for that. Alright? This episode is terrible. This episode thinks that it's funny to date rape somebody. It's not funny. This episode blows. Is not good. Don't watch it. Season 7, Episode 9 is pretty good. I like that one. Alright, so this is what I was talking about, where every occasional you're going to get like another banger. 710. 710's S tier. One of the best episodes of the first few seasons of the show. IMO. The whole thing with Bobby's death is great. Him walking through his memories. It's great. Dude, the Sam of You stuff is so off-putting. I hate it. It's genuinely terrible. Like, it's not good. Alright. 711, probably B tier. 712, B tier. 713, D tier. Yo, shout out to Becky, though, for I will ban you, bro. 714, Plucky Penny Whistle's Magic Menagerie. Probably A tier. I think that one episode slaps. 715. 715 is mid, but it has Lucifer coming back in it, like Lucifer, so I'm gonna get like a B tier for that. 716 is also B tier. 717. Is that the Born Again Identity? Okay, so the Born Again Identity, I want to give like an S tier, because I think there's a lot of that episode. That episode's terrific. For the first like 30 or so minutes, and then the last 10 minutes, Castiel literally just comes along, touches like Sam's forehead, and like just goes bye bye trauma, and so it's hard for me to like truly like and truly, I guess, truly love 717. But I give it an A tier. I think that there's enough of the episode that is really good, but the resolution to the Lucifer stuff has always just bugged me. Like I don't like. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what else they would do, but it's just kind of boring. I think to kind of do it like that. 718 is mid. 719 is misogynistic. 720 is the introduction of Charlie. She's fun. Probably like a B tier episode. 721 is also B tier. 722 is D tier. And 723 is B tier. So now we're done with season 7. So Sarah Gamble has left the show now. We are moving on to the Jeremy Carver era. Oh boy. Brace yourselves, everybody. Okay, for real though, shout out to Garth. Okay, for real though, shout out Garth. Everybody in the chat, shout out Garth right now. Garth B-boy. Alright. 801. 801 is a B tier. 802 is Sam wields Mjolnir, but I don't think it's enough to bring 801 up from B tier. I think 803 is a C tier. 804 is probably B tier. 805 is B tier. 806. What is 806? Oh, Garth episode. B tier. 807 is C tier. Wow, season 8 kind of blows. What am I doing, bro? I thought season 8 went hard, but I'm over here like just kind of defiling it. Wow. Wow. 808 is great though. 808 goes into A. 809 is like a B tier. 810 is like a B tier. 811 is like a B tier. Season 8 might be the quintessential B tier season of Supernatural though, if we're thinking about it. 812 I would say is A tier. I think the Nazi. No wait, that's not the Nazi episode. That's the. Yeah, so see, Zach's gonna be in the chat like, oh, I've been telling you this because he's been saying for years that season 8 is mediocre, and I've been like the season in my watch. I'm like season 8 boring too, and Jay's like season 8 is so good though. Listen. I kind of judge season 8 by the second half, which goes silly and great. Okay, so 813. This is the Nazi episode. This is pretty good. I like the Nazi episode. 814 is the first trial episode. It's pretty good. 815 is Man's Best Friend with Benefits. That's going in F tier. That is a terrible episode. 816. Oh, 816 is Remember the Titans. That one's pretty great. That's pretty great. 17 is Goodbye Stranger. I think that's the episode where Dean was supposed to say I love you, Cass, but they were cowards, so they cut it out. So I'm going to slide that into A tier. 818 is like a B tier episode. 819 is S tier. Hold on, let me slide this back up into S tier. People hate Taxi Driver because of canon discrepancies or whatever the fuck. I don't even care. I don't even care, bro, about no canon discrepancies. I don't care about that, right? Bro literally goes to hell to rescue Bobby and deliver his soul unto heaven. Like, that's raw. Like, that's the coolest shit ever. That's one of the coolest season 8 episodes. Period. Like it's a banger. And people that hate it because of lore contradictions, like, get off my dick. Have some tact. You hate fun. 820 like a B. 821 I would say A. I think that was good. 822 is great. All right, and here we go. This why everyone likes season 8. All right, it's 823. Can I scroll up? Okay. 823. Sacrifice S+. And I don't care if you disagree. Sacrifice is terrific. Somehow Jeremy Carter wrote a finale where they literally throw the main plot of the episode out the window, like the main plot of the season. Just they ditch it, and they go in a direction that should suck and should not be good. They should not have been able to do this, but they achieve absolute immaculate writing in the season 8 finale. Beautiful episode. Beautiful. Peak episode. Absolutely terrific. Okay. Whoo, okay. All right. Season 9. Oh boy. Okay. 901, B, 902, B, 903, D. I'm pretty sure Castiel gets raped in that episode. JayTheZoomster put the entirety of season 9 in the F tier. Move on, I beg. Oh man. Oh. 904, B, 905. 905, the Dean Dog episode's in A tier though. I don't care what people say. If the pick is an angel, F and move on. Oh man, 906. What even happened in 906, bro? See, 907's pretty good, I guess. 908 is misogynistic episode, so it's going there. 909 is dull. 910. 911 was okay. Oh, yo, hold on. I did not just say 911 was okay. Wait, pause. Back up. 912 is, I think, the Garth werewolf episode. That was dumb. 913 has the fat suckers, but it's boring. 914 sucks. Thin Man is Thin Man funny. Thin Man is funny. You said it 3 times. Stop. Thin Man funny. 916. So this is where it kind of gets crazy. Season 9 has like 2 fucking A tier episodes back to back with 16 and 17, and they both deal with middle letters, and they're really cool episodes, and they were really awesome. But they just, nothing else is good. So I'm just gonna move on. This is where season 9 takes shits the bed, and basically every episode onward is gonna go in the D or F. So there we go. Season 9's done. Wow, guys, huh? Isn't that crazy? Woo! Season 9. Like, I wish I could talk about some of these episodes more, but some episodes require like no thought to rank them, and that's the majority of season 9 for me. Just absolutely no thought. No. If the writers didn't want to put enough thought into writing the episode, I'm not gonna put enough thought into talking about the episode. So 1001, probably B tier. I think 1001 is okay. The first bit of season 10 is fascinating to me because they like threaten you with a good time, and then it's over in 3 episodes. Okay, fan fiction is probably going to be an A tier. Fan fiction is not S. It's not S, despite what some people say. I don't think fan fiction is S, but I'm going to give it an A tier. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give it an A tier. Because here's the thing. People, like, you guys know season 9 is like my least... I blacked out for the last 23 episodes. What happened? Oh, man. Oh, I wish that were true. I wish that were true. Oh, wow. 1006 is 1006. Oh, that's Ask Jeeves. That one's okay. I'll give that a B tier. I'll move this down to C tier, actually. 1007 is C tier. 1008. What even happened in 1008? What? Oh god. If I don't remember what happened in it, I'm giving it a D. Like, that's just the new rule. 1011. Probably like a C tier. 1012. What happened in 1012? Oh, that's the Taylor Swift episode. That one's pretty good. I give that like an A tier. 1013, the internet Wi-Fi ghost episode. That shit sucks. 1014. So 1014 would be higher. It's got some cool moments between Dean and Kane, but it's like sort of just a bit of a. It's like a climax to a storyline we never really saw. So for 1014, I'm probably gonna give it like a B tier. Episode itself is kind of like, shout out to Donna though. Donna is a pretty cool character. 1015. What happens? Oh, that's the North Carolina episode. Yeah, that shit boring. I'm gonna give that an F tier. 1016. That's another witch episode, but it's like a ghost episode at the same time. That's also F tier. So here's the thing about season 10. Season 10 low key got like lower lows when it comes to like Monster of the Week episode. Like I feel like it's got worse episodes as far as like individual monster episodes go. For me personally, at least, I think that's where I feel about it. Like I feel harsher toward a lot of the season, to the season 10 Monster of the Week episodes. That being said, 1017 is really cool. They like get in touch with Bobby, so I'll give that A tier. 1018, I don't remember it, so probably give it a D tier. It's probably one of those. Oh wait, was 1018? Oh man, I'm gonna have to pull up an episode guide, dude. Supernatural episodes. Thinking about this era of the show makes me remember the Dab era font, bro. Episodes. I really did not expect the Carver era to trip me up like this. Book of the Damned. That one was okay, I guess. I'm probably give it a C tier. 1019, the Werther Project. That one's pretty cool. 1020, probably a C tier. 21, I give a B tier. 22, C tier, probably. I just try not to think about this era of the show. 1017, we meet Rowena. Oh! We meet Rowena in 1017. Do we now? That's crazy. I like 1017. 1023. No, 1022 does not go hard. Stop with this slander. 1023. 1023 is great, actually. I'd probably give 1023 an A tier. It kind of like ups the stakes a lot for the show and like moves a lot of things into, moves a lot of pieces into place for season 11. So yeah, I like that one. Speaking of season 11, Supernatural is back, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Season 11. So 1101 A tier, 11-2, 11-2 S tier for me. I don't care what anyone says. I love 11-2. 11-3 is kind of dull though, but it's still pretty good. I give 11-3 a B tier, I think. Oh, Baby, yo, hold on, Slay, Baby going all the way up to F plus. That is one of my favorite episodes of the entire show. Yay, it's good again. I agree. Season 11, let's go. 11-5, I would probably give an A tier. I think that episode's really fun. 11-6, probably like a B. 11-7, probably a C. I think that's one of the weaker season 11 episodes. 11-8 is an A though. That episode's great. Oh, bro. So if you ever wanted to know when I truly considered Supernatural to be back, it's this little group of episodes that I like to call season 11 episode 9 and season 11 episode 10. These two episodes with the return of Lucifer and everything is when you're like, oh, Supernatural is about it again. You're like, Supernatural is like actually like smoking, like they got the juice back, right? I think that is the thing. If I ever rewatch the show in place of season 6 through 10, I'm just gonna read some random fan fiction instead. 1109 and 1110 just blows like everything that happened in the past like 5 seasons out of the water. Like those two episodes immaculate. They're fucking phenomenal. Just easily. Easily. Wow. Wow. 11-11. So season 11 kind of gets into a lull now, so I'm gonna speed around these next few. 11-11 C tier. I give 11-12 B tier. 11-13 C tier. 11-14 I'll probably give an A tier. I actually like that one a good bit. That's the one where we get like Lucifer in Castiel's body, and he's like in the flesh. So that one's pretty good. 11-11 do not go hard. Shut up. 11-15. That's the wrestling episode. That one mid. All right, now we're back to peak. 11-16. 11-16 is fantastic. Red meat. That episode's way better than people give it credit for. It's like Romeo and Juliet, but it's Sam and Dean. It's awesome. What is this? 11-17's red meat. What's 16? Oh, 16's Safe House. That one's also a banger. Yeah, 16 and 17 are fucking awesome. Because 16 is where they go into like that monster's nest that exists outside of time, and there's flashbacks to Rufus and Bobby, and Bobby's like in the nest at the same time as Dean. That's like fucking awesome, dude. That shit was peak. 18? Oh, 18's Hell's Angel. That one's so good, bro. The darkness plot like ramps up and shit. That one's cool. This is the Chitters. I don't know what they were fucking thinking about the Gay Hunters episode being like one this close to the end of the show, or end of the season rather, but they were on something else, and I don't like what they were on. Whatever they were on, they need to get off of it. So, oh man, the end of season 11, baby. Wow, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. So 11-20, Don't Call Me Shirley, S+, peak, one of the best episodes of the show. 11-21. Can I scroll? This webpage is becoming laggy. 11-21, S tier. 11-22, guess what? S tier. Phenomenal cliffhanger. Just so fucking good. Okay. 11-23. So I used to hate 11-23. I don't think I hate it now, but I still think it's a bit of a letdown for the season as far as stakes go. But there's not really much you could do to make the episode like better. The actual like what happens between Chuck and Amara is good. It's really good. But the way that like it wraps up the entire like season just sort of like, I don't know, there's a part of me that's still a little disappointed with 11-23. So I'm going to give it a B tier, but I do think it's still a pretty good episode, and I like how the season resolves. I just think that there's a bit of some duller moments within it at the same time. So yeah, that's season 11. Easily the best season since 5. Easily on the similar tier as 4 and 5, I think, as far as like peak episodes go. Bit of it, some worse episodes that you didn't really get in 4 and 5, but still like really, really, really good. All right, season 12. Okay, 1201. 1201's pretty good. Lady Tony Bevel's a little annoying. 1202 has some cool moments, but I'm putting it in D because Sam basically gets mind raped, and we don't tolerate when Sam gets raped. 1203 is mid. It's gonna put that in C tier. 1204 is great. This is awesome. Like, there's another psychic child. It's a great filler episode. This is where season 12's like true like goodness shines through, and it's in filler episodes. Like, the show like really starts to get some banger one-off episodes in this season, and this era too, the Dab era. A lot of great stuff comes out of this era as far as one-off episodes go. 1205, they kill Hitler. Funny episode. Give it a B tier. 1206 is really fun. They're kind of just at this hunter's like funeral, and there's a demon going around killing people. I think that episode's really fun. 1207, hot take. Rockstar Lucifer actually kind of scary, and I kind of like him. So I like 1207. And look, 1208. Lucifer possesses the president. And the finale of the episode is them kidnapping the president and exorcising the devil from him. Like what? Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Right? Like, where am I supposed to put this episode? Right? Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome episode. Hands down. Like, no... I don't, like... If anyone hates the Lucifer President episode, I don't understand, like, what your priorities are, you know, in the show, right? Like, where you coming from? Because it's not from the show. It's not watching the show for fun. That's for sure. 12:09. See, the difference is, because I was just going on about how that episode was wacky and fun, but 12:09 is like wacky and fun in the wrong way. I love these episodes because explaining them to people is an experience I will cherish forever. I take great pride in talking to people about the Lucifer President episode because they just kind of stare at me like, oh, okay. That being said, Sam and Dean escaping federal prison and like hunting down military soldiers in the woods, not as good as them kidnapping the president, exorcising the devil from him. Just not as good. 12:10, the Castiel angst episode. I'm gonna give that like a B tier. Excuse me, sorry. Regarding Dean getting an A tier. Oh fuck it. Regarding Dean getting an S tier. Phenomenal acting from Jensen Ackles. Phenomenal storyline. Losing his memory is just like terrific. That's one of like a lot, even people that hate season 12 and onward, like they admit that episode is like peak. And then know another episode that's peak? 12:12, bro. This shit fucking slays, dude. Oh man. The editing in that episode is terrific. The storytelling is terrific. The acting is so good in that episode. Oh man, 12:12 has no right to go as hard as it does. It's just so good. 12:13 on the other hand, blows. That's like a D tier episode. 12:14 is really cool. They have like a raid on the British Men of Letters bunker and the Alpha Vampires there. Just a really fun episode. Season 12 is like, I'm trying to like describe supernatural seasons as like different types of genres, and I think season 12 for me is like, it's the blockbuster season, right? It's like Sam and Dean basically become like superheroes in this season, and it's really dumb, but I can't help but like it. Like it's really just a big blockbuster season for me. Like it does a lot of really like big and bold things, and it was clearly trying to shake up the formula, and I think it really succeeded in that. And so you get cool episodes like Sam and Dean exorcising the devil from the president, and we get a raid on the bunker, and it's really cool stuff in the season, I think if I had like one major issue with the season, it's that it sort of struggles when it comes to balancing the British Men of Letters plotline with the Lucifer's Child plotline. I think that's kind of iffy in how they balance that, but still pretty cool. 12:15 is pretty good. 12:16 I would say is like a C tier. 12:17 is pretty good. 12:18 I don't remember, so D tier as always. 12:19 is pretty good. 12:20 is like a C tier, I would say. 12:21 sucks. Give that a D tier. 12:22 though. 12:22 I would say is S tier. I love the drama in that episode. I love Dean talking to Mary in that episode. Really, really great stuff. I'm a really big fan of that one. And moving down, 12:23. 12:23 I used to hate. Now I think it's kind of going back to that like blockbuster feel of season 12. Like the Lucifer's son's birth like cracks a hole in space-time and they access like an alternate dimension. Like it's just crazy, dude. It's crazy. And then like that episode is so fucking bleak at the end of it. Like technically they win. Lucifer is locked away from his child for good, but they lost their mom and Castiel's dead. And so the first bit of season 13 is genuinely some of the bleakest piece of bleakest runs of the show ever. And it leads to a lot of great character stuff in season 13. Like I really like the first half of season 13. Like I think 1301 is an A tier episode. I think 1302 is a strong B tier. 1303 sucks, but you know, it's whatever. Okay, The Big Empty, A tier. Terrific episode. You know what also fucking great? Advanced Thanatology. And the reason these episodes are great is because they like balance like crazy concepts. Like episode 4 of the season, The Big Empty, literally is dealing with Sam and Dean's grief surrounding like the fact that their mother is probably dead. And all the while, like, it's got this cool like shapeshifter storyline of this shapeshifter that goes around and gives patients like a last chance to see their loved ones that they're grieving. And it's really cool. Meanwhile, advanced thanatology, Dean is trying to find a way to free these spirits from this like trapped house, and he literally kills himself to do it. He doesn't have to kill himself, but he's like at the end of his rope, and so he jumps to suicide as the way to get out of the situation and help these people. And then he gets that talk with Death, and Death's like, you got like something going on, like she's like, you guys have to like help with, your job's not done yet, you have plans. It's awesome. Like, there's a lot of really cool episodes in season 13, but they like tie them down with character work that hadn't been in the show in seasons, and so it was really fucking awesome. I think Tombstone is the Destiel episode, but it's like a B tier. Seven's like a B tier. Scorpion the Frog's pretty good, but I think it's like B tier. Mid-season finale I would also say is B tier. Wayward Sisters is like B tier. It's good. Breakdown. This is a JayTheZoomster coded episode. My favorite movie of all time is Zodiac, and this is a serial killer monster episode. I don't care what people say. I'm giving it S+. It's one of my favorites of the show. It's my tier list. Breakdown is terrific. It's bleak. It's dark. It's got a lot of fantastic moments within it. Yeah, love Breakdown. Breakdown is what I'm having with this live stream right now. The little Twins Witch episode is like a B tier. Devil's Bargain's like a C tier. Good Intentions is like a B tier. Good Intentions is a B tier, but the ending is like where Castiel kind of gets the juice back, if so to speak. Like Sam and Dean don't want him to like kill to kill Donatello, but like he like basically lobotomizes the poor fucker just against their wishes. And Castiel's like, I did what I had to do. And it's like, wow, Castiel got the juice back. Like, bro is back. Like, he's no longer this, like, pussy angel he's been for the past, like, several seasons. Like, bro is back. And I think that's really cool. Season 13, episode 15. This one's great. I'll give this one an A tier. This is where they, like, have, like, a mob boss shootout. That's really fun. Alright, guys. Scooby Natural. So, for me personally, I would put Scooby Natural. I still don't get why they were so against him. He was a walking nuke with no soul. Yeah, I agree. I think Castiel was in the right in that situation. See, I would put Scooby Natural in S tier. But there's a couple people in this chat that have recommended like hanging me for not putting in S+, and I feel like I will get doxxed, and people will find my address, and they will hang me in front of everybody I know and love if I don't put an S+. So I'm going to go ahead and put Scooby Natural in S+, so that we can be okay, and I don't get murdered in front of everybody like it's the French Revolution. So that's cool. Kind of move on to the rest of the season. Some people here already know your address. Yeah, and it's scary. It's scary. 13-17, this is the tentacle porn episode. If you like a C tier, it's alright. 13-18 is pretty fun. I'll give that one an A tier. I like that episode. 13-19. Oh, Funeralia. That one's also an A tier. Oh, why is it all the way over there? 13-20 I would say is B tier. Gabriel stuff is cool in it. A couple of people, i.e. the real ones. 13-21. This episode's way better than it should be. The Beat the Devil. Love this episode. Oh, this one down here. Okay. We're wrapping up season 13 pretty quickly. 13-22. This one's great. I'd probably give this one like an A tier. You really think the season's over. And then 13-23. So the wire fight is Scooby Natural is A, but S plus because it can only happen in Supernatural. That's about how I feel. Like I feel like the episode as a whole is like an A or an S tier, but I get putting it in S plus because of the quirk factor of it. It makes sense. There's the shitty wire fight in this episode, but I do think the season 13 finale is a lot better than people give it credit for. So I'll probably put it in A. It's nowhere near S. It's got a lot of issues as far as the finale goes. But it definitely... There's a lot more A tier season 13, but not a lot of S tier season 13. And I think that's where it kind of like balances out, because I do like 13 more than 12. All right, baby, season 14. Season 14, the most underrated season of this entire show. Season 14 has some terrific episodes. It has some absolute peak moments, all right? The storyline. You think when you're watching it that they got no direction. But Andrew Dabb does this cool thing at the end where he like retcons shit and like makes things work better. And it's kind of crazy. Season 14 has no right to go as hard as it does. Yeah, Michael drama in 14 is my addiction. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. It's way better than it needs to be. It's way better than it needs to be. So, fair warning before 14, if you're a season 14 hater, I'm going to be putting a lot of season 14 episodes very high because I think it's one of the strongest seasons consistently. That being said, it does not start strong. 1401 is a C tier, 1402 is a C tier, and 1403 are C tier. Season 14 starts in a very poor place. The first 3 episodes are not very entertaining at all. It's clear they didn't really know what they were doing with Michael Dean at the time, and they just sort of like shat out like 3 episodes. And when watching live, I was like pissed off at the season. I was like, wow, like you just fumbled the bag completely. But mint condition 1404 is really great. I'll give that an A tier. I'm also gonna give 1405 an A tier. I think this episode's really cool. I like the whole like mystery of like what the monster is in that episode, and to find out that it's a djinn just creating like monsters for people to see is really cool. 1406 is another A tier. I love that crazy like necrophile weird witch bitch girl. She was cool. A lot of cool stuff there. 1407 is like a B tier. I think that episode's okay. 1408 also a B tier. That's the Jack Death episode. It's basically a 2-parter. It's actually kind of funny because you can tell from the right here from the images. It's basically the same image of Jack in bed with like a character watching over him, because this episode didn't need to be 2 parts. If it was a single episode, I think it would be a lot stronger. But the 2 episodes together just sort of like, I don't know, like they're not as good as they could be, and so it just sort of runs into that issue for me. So I'm trying to zoom out, but it's not letting me. Let me try. There we go. Okay. So I think that those episodes were a 2-parter, it would be a lot stronger. But as is sort of just exists. Now 1409 goes hard. This shit slaps. Oh man, 1410 also goes hard. This is the episode where they go into Dean's head, and like Castiel's like, there's so much pain. You can hear his pain echoing around. And Castiel's like searching like throughout Dean's pain to see where Michael hid him. And then Sam's like, no, Michael would hide Dean in like a happy memory because he doesn't have many of those. And you're like, wow, this show's sad as shit. How did JayTheZoomster not be able to zoom out? Okay, yo, you spin actually. Oh, I zoomed out too far. This is kind of better actually. 1411 is really good. It's where the bleak starts to pop in, because Dean's literally gonna kill himself to like get rid of Michael, which is kind of crazy. 1412 is fucking awesome. Not only is it one of the coolest episodes of the show, but it's got some of like the best like cinematography of the entire show. Seriously, I love that episode. 1413. All right, guys. It's the 300th episode. We've ranked 300 episodes of the show. It's the John Winchester redemption episode. Oh gosh. Listen. It's a B tier. The episode has some really cool moments in it, and it's fascinating to kind of see John back, and it's a cool enough 300th episode, but it really struggles to sort of like emotionally resonate with me when it's trying to redeem a character that I don't think needs to be redeemed personally. So that's just how I feel. 1414 used to hate this episode, but I think it's pretty great now. I like how it like transitions Jack to the main villain of the season as he kills Michael and like, you know, absorbs his essence. Really, really raw episode. You don't realize it at the time what's just happened, but it's really cool. 1415 S tier episode. S tier, bro. S tier. Like little like suburb ass Sam Winchester telling like Castiel he should have his mouth washed out with soap is so fucking funny. One of the funniest episodes of the show, IMO, is 1415. 1413 is so corny. It really is. It really is. Alright. 1416 is mid. Okay, now here's... You know, we've been talking about seasons that go, like, absolutely knucking futz in the last run of them, bro. Bro, for me, 14, 17, 18, 19, and 20. The final 4 episodes of this season, bro, what were they on? Like, what did they have in the writer's room, dude? Because it had to have been something crazy. Because they just start going insano style on this show. Let's start with the worst one, 17. 17's great. 17's like a high B. But it like kicks things into gear. Okay, bro, the last stretch of 14 had me continuously gagged. Yeah, I watched with Zach. And throughout the entirety of the last stretch of 14, bro was like fucking freaked. Like, bro was gagged. He was geeked out. Shit was crazy. Had his wig snatched. 1418. For me, I would say 1418 is an A tier. It's just fucking like... Nah, 1418S, actually. Let me slide that back up into S tier. 1419 is also S tier, Jack in the Box. And 1420, S tier. Last stretch of 14, I don't care what anyone says. I think it goes fucking insane. I think it's terrific. I think it's awesome. So, there we go, flabbergasted. Well, there you guys have it. The show ends with Chuck ending the world after getting shot by Sam Winchester. Thank you all for coming to my 5,000 subscriber special. It has been an honor to rank all 14 seasons of Supernatural, the individual episodes. I think that it's very fun that I was able to do this for you guys. So, you know, it's been great. You know, been a great stream. Nothing else to talk about when it comes to Supernatural. They never, you know, it was ballsy of them to, you know, wrap up the show with having Chuck just like snap his fingers and like the show ended. I was like, well, crazy. How are they gonna deal with it? And they just don't. So it's like, you know, it's very like open-ended finales. You know, so very cool. I think you forgot a season. I don't. What season, Marty Moose? I don't think I forgot anything. Oh, the Winchester season 1. You're right. We need to go ahead and rank the Winchester season 1. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, season 15. Oh man, season 15. Ooh, is the Winchester's good? Legit curious. Loaded question. Is the Winchester's good? It's got I got a video coming out on it soon. Actually, like later next month. I got a video that I'm working on for the Winchester season 1. Spoiler to my thoughts. It's mid. Is all I'm gonna say right now. But season 15. So season 15 is one of the worst seasons of the show. Why is Mariah so good only for the first few episodes of season 15 to be so damn boring? Bro, if that ain't the truth. All right, 1501 C tier, 1502 is a D tier. I actually think 1503 is like a B tier. 1504 is a B tier too. 1505 is actually like a high B. 1506 is like a B tier as well. 1507 is an F tier. Literally, what the fuck is that episode? It's the first like genuinely bad episode in a couple seasons. I don't know what they were thinking. 1508 and 1509. Season 15 has moments where it goes like crazy. Like 1508 and 1509. Like I'm giving 1508 an A tier and 1509 an S tier. Like there's moments where season 15 goes fucking crazy, and then right after that it'll have an episode like 1510 which like blows monkey dick. Like this episode sucks. And then 1511 is like, well, that's like good. I think 1511 is good. I give it like a B tier. 1512. What even happened in that one? 1513 is silly. 1514 is A tier actually though. The holiday episode, I like that one. 1515 is mid. 1516, literally season 15, episode 16. What the fuck were they doing? They literally are on some like random hunt, just chilling, and then they have Billy show up and be like, "What are you guys doing on a random hunt chilling? God's like trying to destroy the multiverse." Like, wow, that's cool. That's cool, but it doesn't make it okay that you like point it out. F tier. F tier. Terrible episode. Horrible episode. Like we're in the last 5 episodes of the show and this is what you're treating us to? Like baffling episode. I don't understand what they were thinking. Like it's giving Flash season 9 like final few episodes of the show and the Flash ain't even in it. Like, well, I don't even know what we were doing with that episode. Like whatever. So you know, like season 14 kind of went crazy in the last chunk of episodes. So like season 15 does that too, but like derogatory, but also like affectionately. So 15, 17, S tier. Truly one of the episodes of the entire show. Like fucking awesome. Blows my mind every time I watch it. It's got a genuinely fantastic presentation of everything going on in it. There's some great twists within the episode. It like sets up the end game of the season in such a crazy way. It's nuts. It's like we finally felt like, 17 episodes into the season and it feels like we're in a final season now. Like it actually feels like we're going somewhere. And then 18 is going in S+. Just casually. 15, 18 is going up in S+. So the Destiel confession. So the Destiel confession is really, really, really fucking awesome and one of the best scenes in the entire show. But what if the episode on its own was already one of the best episodes of the entire show? Which it is. Despair is terrific, and it has no right to go as hard as it does in such a mid-season. So, yeah. There you go. That's Despair. Now, Inherit the Earth. So, like, I kind of like everything that happens in Inherit the Earth from a bullet point plan of the season and storyline. But the execution of Inherit the Earth is not good, unfortunately. Just so much happens and not enough time. It just really drags down the entire episode for me, unfortunately. A lot of cool ideas, but they really botched the execution of it for me to where I can't, in good faith, say that I like the episode enough. And that's it. That's the show. They ride off into the sunset at the end of it with running on it. Bro, that first draft went crazy. Yeah, it really did. The show ends with him riding off into the sunset with a running on empty playing, montage of the show, and it just ends. There's no more. See, look at that. Look at that. No more episodes at the bottom. All right, we did it, guys. All 326 episodes of Supernatural ranked on a tier list. Thank you all for watching. It's been crazy. It's been cool. It's been fun. We've had a lot of crazy up and downs of the show. But it's a really great ending that they managed to give everything in the show. You know, with wrapping up wrapping up everything that had to do with Sam and Dean. You know, they defeated God, and they yo, sorry I'm late. Can you recap the entire tier list for me, bro? Aiden, go home. What do you want? I think there might be a 20th episode. No way, bro. COVID made it so that there was only 19 episodes in season 15, bro. Like, there's no 20th episode. What are you talking about? 15, 20? What are you guys talking about? That's crazy. 1520 is it's a solid ending for the show. It's a decent ending. It wraps the show up. It's the most bog standard ending you could have from the show. There's some great moments in it. Some really emotional highs. I cried at points, I won't lie. It satisfied me in moments. But at the same time, there are so many little things with this episode that don't work. And I'm not in the mood to talk about it right now at depth. I have like a video planned for it. But this episode is one of the most conflicting series finales of all time for me. It's definitely a finale to a TV show. And if that ain't the truth, I'm gonna put it in B tier. I'm gonna be nice to it and put it in B tier. I kind of like 1520. It got the job done. It did get the job done. I don't dislike it, but I feel like there's like it's something rings hollow about it. And at the end of the day, I feel like it's a bit of a limp note to end the series on. But you know, it is what it is. It's not terrible. It could be terrible. It's not so bad that it like reverberates back and makes the Supernatural's finale it's the same as a sitcom finale. It really does, actually. Oh man, I never thought about that. It's the whole of season 15. I think, and what makes season 15 not so bad is that it's not like it doesn't reverberate back and ruin the entire show, like, you know, because of how bad it is, like some bad final seasons are. It just sort of is a limp note to end the show on, and that's unfortunate. I think to have my favorite show end on such a limp note, but it you know it did. That's two of my favorite shows now that have ended on limp notes. So there we go. There's every episode of the show. Ranked. I didn't expect the B tier to be. Hold on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah, the B tier is the highest amount on the show. So that's cool. Let's do some I don't know what happened there. Let's do some quick math actually to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just kind of like counting things to kind of see. So there's 77 episodes. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 84 episodes in the B tier. $199 episodes B and below. So yeah, I would say about half the show is in B or below, which, you know, isn't Very good, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. They had live voting polls. That's cool. Yeah, but unironically now that is it for the 5,000 subscribers special on JayTheZoomster. B95. Oh, you broke counting? 95 in the B tier. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because I'm curious about like the percentage of everything, but I don't want to bog up the stream with me counting about that. B is good IMO, especially for CW show. Yeah, no, the fact that most of it's in B is like solid, right? Like it means most of the show is solid. The fact that most of the episodes are in B, B and below, you know, and there's a lot in A tier too. So S plus 12, okay. S42. All right, Zach's doing the counting. I'll scroll down a bit for him. Stay around A tier. A87, okay. Question: if we all unsubscribe and resubscribe again, does that mean you do the tier list again? No. No, I don't think that's how that works, actually. Let me scroll down so Zach can keep counting. Let me see those lower tiers real quick. Yeah, my bad. No, I would not do the stream again. You crazy son of a bitch. That would not happen. You do an expanse tier list for 5,000 too. I would do the expanse for 5,000 subscribers redux. 53 in C tier, okay. So there are 141 episodes A and above and 186 episodes B and below. So if we were to figure out a percentage, that would mean that 43% of Supernatural episodes are A and above. And that 56% are B and below. So, you know, pretty good overall, I would say, for the show. You know, 43% are an A and above is pretty good. And I still count B as good, right? Like B is like solid of the show. Well, gotta do the expanse now. Okay, hold on. Let's first off, let me save this. Oh wow. Oh wow, okay. Copy that. This has been great. Time to go rewatch Faith. Thank you all for showing up. Seriously, it's been a great stream. Thank you all for, if you're subscribed. Thank you all for 5,000 subscribers. Seriously, it was a joy. I'm glad I got to do this. I've had a lot of fun doing it. I think this tier list could be my watch order for the entire show. Start from Mannequin 3 and work my way up. I think that's a brilliant idea, Aiden. I think that's a terrific idea. However, we now must we now must do every Expanse episode. So 27% of the show is mid or bad, and honestly that's not a bad percentage. It's really not, actually. 27% is what's in bad or mid. Like, that's great actually for like a CW show. So now we're gonna do the Expanse. We're gonna rank every episode of hit sci-fi turned Amazon Prime Video show, the Expanse. I've never seen this show. What I will do is, for anyone still here, why are these pictures so bad? I'm trying to find a good Supernatural seasons one. Bro, them Leviathans do be waking though. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly rank every Supernatural season. So, trying to find a good one. There's just no pictures on this one. What is going on? Supernatural seasons ranked. All right, here we go. We can do this. So, what are these with these tiers, bro? What are with these tiers? Let's just go S. All right, let's go A. All right, let's go B. Okay, and then let's go fucking C. And then let's go fucking tier maker. Come on. D. Okay. Okay, and then add a row below. F. All right. So let's start with season 1. I would say season 1 is probably a B tier. I think I would say season 1's B. Pretty great season overall. Very good, very solid run of episodes. Nothing much to complain about in that season. Go ahead and say that I think season 2 is A tier though, as well as season 3. I think these two seasons are very close together, and you can kind of flip them around. Season 4 is S tier, alongside season 5. You could probably flip these around as well. Season 6, we're gonna put that in D tier. Season 7, or season 7, forgot mannequin tier. Let me just make F mannequin tier. Hold on, let me just do this. I'll just call it season 9 actually. Let's just do that. Season 7, I would actually say season 7 is like season 7 probably like a C tier. Season 8 I would say is B tier. Season 9 I'm gonna go ahead and put in the, I guess this is the season 9 poster they're using. Put that in the season 9 tier. Season 10 would go in the D tier. Season 11 goes in S. Season 12 goes in B. 13 and 14. Oh, that's 15. Hold on. 13 and 14 in A tier. And then 15 in D tier. And there we go. That's the seasons tier list. So again, most of the show's pretty good. In fact, it looks like more than half of the seasons, I would say, are in the upper echelon of the show. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, no, thank you guys for real so much for coming out to the stream. Thank you to everyone who was here. I had a great time doing my first YouTube live stream. I hope to do more and more tier lists. That would be really fun. I plan to do something Marnie Moose said earlier in the chat, to do something for the Flash. It'd be very fun to do like a Flash tier list, I think, to kind of like go through every episode. Put 14 in S. My sunk cost fallacies demanded. You know, that's fair. We can put 14 in S. I think doing like a Flash tier list would be fun. A lot less episodes of that show, but still quite a bit to where you could get a decent length tier list out of it. And I got some Flash opinions that would make for a fun tier list. But thank you guys for watching the 5,000 subscriber tier list. And I will see you all in my next video. January's been pretty light on videos, but I am working on a lot of cool stuff. And so it'll be exciting to get that stuff out. So thank you all.